Okay, so for my second tip on working from home during the coronavirus crisis, if you've never worked from home before, I wanted to talk about breaks. And look, breaks are a really contentious topic in more ordinary, normal times, if you will. I've worked at plenty of places where they really weren't keen on anyone working from home for any reason because they were worried people would just take too many breaks, that they'd basically sit around on the sofa all day watching Fast and Furious movies. I guess if you're a film critic, then maybe that's okay, but most of us aren't film critics. But I think that ignores the very useful role that breaks play in our daily work lives, because like it or not, you probably take more breaks at work than you realise, even if you feel like you work very hard and in a very dedicated way. Because when you get up to go and get a coffee, especially if you go outside to a shop or whatever to get a coffee, that's a break in a form, and maybe you are talking to other people from work, but you are away from your desk, you're giving yourself that mental downtime. Still, it can feel kind of hard and tough, especially in the current context, not to feel guilty about taking a break when you ought to be working. And let's face it, that whole language around when you ought to be working ignores the fact that these are not normal times. And whilst it's great if you can work from home and if you have that luxury, it can also be very difficult to manage your time appropriately. And again, that's where breaks come in, because they let you escape from this kind of current situation of, for what is for most of us, fairly abnormal working. Now, I work from home all the time. I still take breaks. I make sure every half an hour to an hour, I at least kind of stand up and stretch and go and walk around a bit. Might go make myself a cup of coffee. Might go and wander around the front garden for a minute or two. It refreshes your head, and it's really vital, not just in terms of your actual productivity, not just in terms of showing the boss, yes, that spreadsheet is done, yes, that report is done, whatever it is that you do, but also in actually keeping your own mental health at a reasonable kind of level. And let's face it, these are not normal conditions, and everyone, myself included, under an incredible quantity of stress. Taking a break helps to relieve that stress, and that doesn't mean that you can go and sit on the sofa and watch Fast and Furious movies. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about taking a short break, keeping yourself sane, and making sure that all of us can get through this as best we can. Thanks again for watching.